My son was a very vivacious young man.
Man, my man, you know who this is. This is what's the guy's name? This is the brother of Stephon Clark. And Stephon Clark, if you remember a few years ago, he was the one who was he was breaking out car windows on his block and kicking in sliding glass doors in his neighbors' houses. So he had been doing that for several minutes, and a bunch of calls come into 911. This guy's outside breaking out all the car windows on the block and kicking in people's glass doors. Cops show up. There's a brief interaction. He runs into the backyard of his grandmother's house. Now, the cops don't know that this is his grandmother's house. And he starts, trying to get in. And he pulls out his cell phone. I think to call the grandmother or something. I don't know. And all this is happening in the pitch dark. And the black officer pulled out of his service pistol and fired and shot Stephon and killed him. And sisters went crazy. And they started a big movement about, this was before the wokeapocalypse, and were protesting and tearing up the streets over there in Sacramento. And what ended up happening is that the guy ended up having a crouching tiger baby mama. And both of them, him and the crouching tiger baby mama, were online making disparaging remarks about sisters, especially the darker toned ones. I mean, wild stuff. So then sisters made an about face and, said, okay, he was talking crap about us, and his non-sister baby mama was talking crap about us on Twitter. Forget them. Then there was this big thing like, oh, why y'all not supporting him? Because he don't have because his baby mama not a sister. And it was just a big hubbub about that. And this is the guy's brother, who was acting really crazy at the time, was very eccentric and very, very, very wild. But he's I don't know if he's on meds or what happened, but he's really made an about face, and he's very, 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 very cogent and well-spoken and clear-minded now. But even he couldn't avoid laughing at mom. Mom said vivacious. That's a Freudian slip. She meant to say vivacious, but she couldn't Freudian threw violent in there. My son's very vivacious.
Don't have us sitting out here just waiting.
Can you tell us about your son that you're looking for answers about right now?
My son was a very vivacious young man. Fun to be around, like to party, have fun, smiling all the time. Don't bother people. And for this to happen, it's crazy. It's crazy. And I'm just to the point right now, I don't know what to do. I don't even think this is real. I feel like it's a dream. So I just wish somebody would let us know something, because I'm about ready to just collapse.
What? That's insane. Because it doesn't appear that she's ready to. It doesn't appear that she just found out that her son was gunned down in the street and is actually still laying there in part of the crime scene. It just doesn't seem like that. And listen, man, sisters, your ability to hold it together is absolutely amazing, man.
I'm about ready to just collapse behind this.
How long have you been out here?
2:30 this morning.
So basically, since it happened,
pretty much.
No information.
They're not giving us any information. They're not telling my husband nothing. They're not telling my other kids nothing. They're not telling any of the other family members anything. It's just, you just have to wait. Well, we've been waiting for 5 hours? And we still haven't heard anything yet? Come on, really?
You said he kind of had a bad feeling last night, or you talked to your son.
Well, mothers always know when something's not right. You know what I'm saying? And I just felt like it's the first of the month. People out. People get crazy.
It's the first of the month. We still doing, we still partying with our welfare checks and whatnot. It's the first of the month. Wake up, wake up, wake up, cash your check and give up. It's the first of the month, and so everybody out partying. And there's nothing wrong with what she's saying. The fact that it's true is just astounding. In California, about to get reparations. Y'all about to, allegedly, they got a committee meeting on planning on talking about doing a survey to try to see if so you ain't getting no reparations, but let's just say that you did. California's supposed to be doing something with that. Y'all still get, when y'all get y'all government assistance checks in the mail, y'all go hit the club. It's going to be violence that night because all the Sun people going to be at the club.
I just felt like it's the first of the month. People out. People get crazy. But when they're in the club, you know what I'm saying, they're having fun. This stuff happened outside the club.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And this stuff has have to stop.
Mm-hmm.
It really has to stop. They're going to have to get some control over this.
Mm-hmm.
People can't go to a club and have fun without worrying about coming out and not being alive the next day.
Come on.
My son has a wife. He has children. All that. And all that's gone because somebody wanted to pull out a gun and just spray everybody up that's coming out the club. That is not right. Picking them off like they're birds or something. You know what I'm saying? It's awful. It's awful.
How many kids does he have?
He has 2 daughters. I have 2 granddaughters that are not going to see their father anymore because of this.
How old are they?
I can't even think right now. They're little kids. They're little kids.
Devontae, he was your friend?
Yeah, I knew him. He was a good guy. We partied together. He was loving light. He was loved by the community, loved by so many people, not just me, but by the city, actually. He was just a great guy, you know what I mean? And, every time I seen him, he showed me love, every time, It just hurts, that she hasn't had any answers. Nobody's spoken to her. Nobody's given her. She's been out since 2:30 in the morning. She's been so cold that somebody gave her a jacket, That's how cold it was since last night. And, even though I lost my brother Stefan to police, I also lost a brother DeMarcus to community violence. And until we get together and stop this community violence, until we get together and stop killing each other, then there's no way we can expect police to quit killing us. There's no way we could fight this system.
I tried, man. I was going to just let that go, man. The crazy part about it is that most people don't know that. One of the Clark brothers was killed by a Sun man in the community. And the other one was killed by a cop while he was, I don't know what that cop was supposed to do, whatever, but listen, man, you're breaking out all the car windows on your block, just going down the block. I think his brother who was killed by police is lucky that a homeowner didn't come out and shoot him. But listen, let's move on.
And, you know, even though I lost my brother Stefan to police, I also lost a brother DeMarcus to community violence. And until we get together and stop this community violence, until we get together and stop killing each other.
And with all the upsetting news in the headlines, this is the kind of story that reminds us there are still good people out there. After a car crashed into a man and a woman on a motorcycle, more Good Samaritans than you can count rushed in to help.
It's heart-stopping video. A man and a woman on a motorcycle hit from behind by a car in the popular resort town of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. You see the woman tumble off the bike, but the driver is trapped beneath the vehicle. Within seconds, total strangers spring into action. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the number keeps growing. Look at the Good Samaritans who rush over to help. 20 people. Now watch as they lift the vehicle. All together now. Even the driver of the vehicle gets out and tries to help. While everyone is giving it the heave-ho, you see the victim getting pulled to safety. He's identified as Alex James. On Facebook, he expressed appreciation to all the people who helped and also posted this, thanking the man upstairs. The bike can be replaced, but I can't.